Sri Prasad. Let's move on, ladies and gentlemen, from that proud moment to one of the problem areas within our country. Now, on Thursday, on part one of the PFI hate plot and, of course, details of the charge sheet that was filed by the Maharashtra ATS, we told you how the banned outfit was plotting against Bharat and wanted to make an Islamic state by 2047. They want to change the very DNA of Bharat. Now, on Friday, CNN News 18 has accessed part two excerpts of the charge sheet filed by the Maharashtra Anti-Terror Squad against the PFI's hate plot. This entire charge sheet runs into more than 600 pages, and we've accessed and scoured through these pages to get you these details. Yesha has been pouring through it along with the rest of our team. So let's get you the details. The second part of the charge sheet reveals that during the investigation, the ATS recovered several videos from the accused about making bombs and plotting against the country. Several videos were recovered by Maharashtra ATS from the cell phone of the arrested accused, Mohammad Iqbal, Mohammad Ibrahim Khan. These are the two arrested accused during the investigation. In the digital data that was recovered, there was a video on how to use cloth to fill petrol in a glass bottle and then make a petrol bomb. In another video, women were shown wielding sticks at Social Democratic Party of India's event. There is also a video of Maulana Ahmad Nadwi appealing to people wherein he says that Muslims should unite against the Indian government and join the PFI. Police have found accused Sheikh Sadiq Ishaq Qureshi's mobile phone containing a video of a program organized by the PFI in which the young are being trained in badminton and karate. PFI Secretary Anis Ahmed's mobile video talks about going legal against the Supreme Court's decision regarding the Babri Masjid or regarding the Ram Janmabhoomi issue. ATS received, and I quote, MH expansion circular proposal, unquote, from the mobile phone of accused Mohammad Iqbal Khan, which mentioned the expansion of the organization across Maharashtra and creation of a separate team for the same, and how to strengthen the train that team. Texts recovered from the phones of the accused also speak about giving space in every mosque for the organization's work. The ATS has claimed these conspiracies were laid down by the PFI to turn India into an Islamic nation. It doesn't end there, ladies and gentlemen. The Popular Front of India also plotted to target temples. Now, there is, according to this charge sheet, there are documents that have been recovered from the mobile phone of the accused Iqbal Khan that contains old information related to temples and mosques in Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. The document actually claims that there are many places where there used to be a mosque but now a temple has been built. The ATS suspects that the accused may have used this information to try and create animosity between communities, that is Hindus and Muslims. Let's go across to former DGP Maharashtra Praveen Dixit ji, who's joining us. Praveen ji, namaste.
Namaste.
And Jai Hind, sir. My question to you, sir, how serious is the problem of the PFI, and are you of the opinion that not just the mothership, that's PFI, its affiliates who now claim to be delinked from the mothership, should they also be banned or seriously put under scrutiny?
Well, as you are aware, not only PFI, but 8 other organizations which were associated with the PFI, they were banned during the September 28 ban order issued by Government of India. Now, as you rightly said, it is not the end of it. It is not that only these 8 organizations, but there may be many more which might have changed their names, also have sprung up or are likely to come up in the future to avoid the ban or action by the security agencies. And therefore, it will not be enough to say that only banning PFI is the end of the matter. The story will continue, and whoever is working against the sovereignty of the Government of India, whoever is working for creating any disharmony among the various communities, whoever is plotting by means of either getting weapons, ammunition, or other means to overthrow the constitutionally elected government in India, they are subject to be banned or they are likely to be taken legal action in the days to come as well. In fact, there are many persons
Ji.
who might be silently or quite closely cooperating with the activists of PFI, but still might have been spared. And I'm sure they might be having some other designs in their mind, but they will be also booked in the course of time.
But Praveenji, is this counter-terrorism, counter-radicalization, or even to try and nip certain problem areas in the bud? Is this a challenge for law enforcers? How do you know that a certain person, because on the face of it may have no connection with the PFI, is not influenced by it or is not a covert member? How do you arrest, nab people who are highly radicalized and could pose a threat in the near future? Because the courts could turn around and say, where is the proof against them? What is it? What act against humanity have they committed that you want to arrest them or take action against them?
Precisely. See, in fact, as you are aware, this radicalization of Muslim youth has been going on right from the ISIS movement, almost 6-7 years ago. And I am frankly speaking, the evidence is coming forward from the parents or from the Muslim community themselves. The parents themselves are coming forward and saying that these persons who were once upon a time with them are no longer being felt as normal persons, but they are showing some abnormal signs. And many of them had actually fled to places where war was taking place, in places like Afghanistan, in places like Iraq and other areas. Some of them were shot dead. Some of them they came back, and after returning, they were arrested. The evidence, if you ask me, is more of a digital in nature. Number one, whatever communications they have been doing secretly, that is very important. By using social platforms. Number two, their actions. Number three, the way in which they were making plans to collect funds. As you are aware, more than 120 crores were collected in the past by PFI and their activists. And many of them have been nabbed. They were either in the form of donations or in the form of hawala activities, either legal or illegal activities. So there are multiple ways through which the evidence is forthcoming. But as I said, the main evidence is coming from their parents, their friends, their relatives in Muslim community themselves. And they are bringing out the details of the abnormal activities of these radicalized youth.
So, do you have enough reason to believe there is overall large-scale rejection to this kind of radical mindset, and these number of people or cadre who are now coming out are just a handful? How best can communities now work together? Can the system and communities work together better? My final question, to ensure that this does not go beyond the numbers that we are seeing already.
Very true, very true. See, first of all, the enlightened persons among the Muslim community themselves have to come forward and be forthright in rejecting these kind of persons who are creating hatred, who are indulging in violence, and who want to establish the so-called Sharia rule by 2047 in India by overthrowing the constitutional governments within the country. Number two, if there is any such person who is radicalizing or indulging in these activities, the same needs to be not only reported to the police, but the community also should join hands in ensuring that these people are repeatedly given some sense of, I would say, understanding. Because the way in which they are acting, or at least a few of them are being provoked, is not at all the one which is going to create harmony or which is going to create peace even for the Muslims. And the large number of Muslims are totally against such radicalized elements.
And let's hope that remains the case, and there are more people who actually reject this than those who get influenced by this. Praveen Dixit ji, thank you very, very much for your time and for your insights.